This ain't no this ain't no pup daddy freak offs going on.
Right. Ain't no baby oil over there. It's just some tennis.
A little
Is that what
spit.
we calling it nowadays? All right, I peep scan.
It is some spit though. No tennis. It's just tennis
Oh
though.
no. Okay, are we talking sinners spit?
No.
Nah.
No.
I
not
can't.
like
I
that.
can't. You know what I mean?
Tennis is probably worse.
Mm,
I don't know. That shit depends on where you want to where you sitting at in the situation.
it's so crazy. It's so crazy how I can watch gore, limbs, all kind of stuff. But we talking about projectiles coming from your mouth. Oh, I got a problem. I got a problem. I can't. Mm,
Can you
mm.
deal with projectile vomiting from the mouth?
Ooh. No.
Okay, I'm okay. I'm just trying to make sure you're not too crazy, but that's fair. I think that's fair.
Like
I think that's fair.
I got. I hate when it sprung up on me because I'm like, I didn't see it coming. But when I watch a movie, I know it's coming. I'll be like,
They don't
Mm-hmm.
like that. You shouldn't see that. You shouldn't be able to prepare for a scene. You should just be like,
well, that's
just
because I've
just
already
get in
seen
straight.
it. If I come back, I've already like, oh, okay, weapons. All right, when the prince and I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
uh,
Yeah, and
I,
that's
I,
that's what I thought of.
are we spoiling another movie?
We
what?
did we reviewed weapons, so
But
no.
that
Yeah,
is but
but
that'll
what I
mean the people
said.
that's right here has seen that. So
You're
Jason
right.
was
You're
Okay,
spoiling
so
right.
something.
You're
But
hold
right.
Lisa,
on,
you
hold
spoiling
on,
right
You're right.
now.
but
Like,
hold
You're
on,
right.
but hold
You're
on,
right.
I
I'm
was
trying
but
to
like,
be.
I'm
hold
gonna
on,
watch it next
but
week.
hold on.
Oh, Lisa, that spoiled it for me.
No, no, no. Okay,
That's not a huge spoiler. That's not
But
a
thank
it's a
huge spoiler.
you,
but it's a
Jason.
spoiler.
Come on.
It is a spoiler, but it's not a huge spoiler. So I'm not. I'm gonna cut Lisa some bells.
Nah,
You
nah,
know,
nah.
I'm gonna cut. Hey,
Nah.
Lisa, that's jazz. It's jazz. They got nothing to do with me. All right.
I'm
But
over here.
y'all, y'all
I
already.
saw it coming. I said, no, don't do it. Boom. I was about to pivot us. I was gonna pivot us to Halloween candy and see if y'all was candy corn eaters or some shit like that. I was about to judge
I
you.
am not.
Oh my,
I
are
am
you bringing
not.
that? Are you bringing that argument out
I
the chat?
am. I am. Because I was gonna ask y'all before we got started on this episode. Do you eat candy corn? This is not a safe space. You will be judged, but I just want to see what kind of energy.
She was
I
good when
have
she said
I
it.
have eaten candy corn. Candy.
That's not what she asked you. That's
It's
not what
not.
she
You
asked
see what
you,
she
Miss
did?
Lisa. So I'm what she said is, do you eat? That is a current situation because I'm sure we've all tried it to make sure if it's gonna be added to our bag each Halloween. Jazz got her own little pumpkin thing that she does during the fall season. Jason don't participate. Jason don't participate in candy corns neither. So Miss Lisa, back to Jazz question: do you eat candy corns?
Not anymore.
Mm, okay.
Like it was.
What?
It was. It's my mom's favorite candy for some reason.
Mhm.
Um, and you always used to get like a bag or two, and the thing. You chop it up, and eat it or whatever. But it's not my like. Oh, I'm looking for a candy corn. I need it. And like I said in the chat, if I ate too much of it, I feel sick. So I just was like,
Because you're
why,
eating wax.
why am I putting
I mean,
myself through this?
It's
I'm
wax.
technically, if you do too much of anything, you could feel sick. Just
Yes,
Nah,
but what
not
I'm saying
put it
is,
anything.
out.
no, when I say too much, I'm talking
Yes,
about
that
like if
too.
I eat
That
two
too.
little mini bags back to back, I'm already sick. I don't got that.
You know, you don't.
I don't,
You're not a junk food eater, though. I don't believe, right?
uh, not in the last year. I kind of really started to scale back a
Cut
lot
back.
because
That's good.
sugar was my cocaine of choice for sure. But that's why I have pulled back a lot. I'm doing a lot more clean eating. My family's clean eating. I have the kids. We do 30 days of no sugar, sporadically.
Mm.
So yeah, but like
Something.
for real, back in the day, oh, you know what I'm saying? I was like Buddy and Weapons
Got you
with
seven hot, seven glizzies.
with, with a sugar at
Oh,
like
that's
like
crazy.
I watch my cousin buy a whole pack of Mentos and she eats one at a time. I'm like, how you do that? Because I would have been dogged them things. Like, are you serious? Like,
Uh,
so yeah, I was a sugar fiend. I was a
hold,
sugar fiend.
hold on, Lisa. Hold on. You're not talking about hot dogs, are you? Is you
No.
talking about the seven? Okay, because it was some confusion because Jason was like the seven Gizzlies, and I said she talking about sugar. She ain't talking about them seven hot dogs.
You
Nah.
said like Buddy and Good. That's not, I don't remember no other
Yeah,
foods except the hot dog, except the hot dog
who in
and the
weapons had
chip.
candy? Because you was talking about sugar,
Well, yeah.
but who in
Well, I
weapons
was
were?
okay. His was needles, and
Oh, okay.
I
The
was
Oh,
choice, vice
trying
of
not to.
choice, vice of
Yeah,
choice. Got
vice
you.
of
Okay, I'm
choice,
with you. I
vice
got you.
of
I'm with you.
choice.
Look at her. Look
Lisa
at her.
had me
She,
going through the whole menu. I'm like, ain't
Well,
weren't that many people
well,
eating.
well, the
they
thing
ate.
is,
They ate
I
family. They
just got
ate.
reprimanded for giving away a spoiler, kind of. So I was trying to be like low key with it. You know what I mean? Like
Oh yeah.
that's
That's
something
right.
that you kind of know, early on. It's not like it's some spoiler, but still.
Got you. Got you. Well,
Oh,
y'all ready? Y'all ready to jump into this episode?
Oh, I thought we was
uh,
already in it. Okay.
I mean, yeah, we is, but we ain't. But let's
You're
intro.
right. You're right. You're right. Let me hear Jason's intro.
Thank you, thank you. What's good, people? This is the What's Good Though podcast. Podcast about movies, TV shows, and togetherness. I am one of your hosts. I am Jason.
I am Jazz.
And we have our sister back with us today to talk about a movie that Jazz had me rushing to the theaters to go and see. We have Miss Lisa of the Real. I almost did that crazy. Um, wait. I'm messing that. I'm messing up everything.
Mm-hmm. 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 Real movie lovers, REEL, and
Oh,
NXT
you know
Global
what?
Productions.
I was going to say that.
I know.
My mind. I've been no. So on these intros, I've been doing terrible. It's like second week in a
Yes.
row. My mind, this is I'm doing so many things. That's my fault. Lisa of the Real Movie Lovers. So what I was gonna do is I was like, I made that up, but then I'm like, no, that's her actual thing. That's how I did. I'm like, I made that up. I'm like, no. But yes, Lisa, how are you today?
I'm doing wonderful. I am doing awesome. How about
Glad to
you?
hear. I'm not, I'm here. I am here. Um, let the people know where they can find you, what you got going on, and what you have going on for the Halloween of it all.
Okay, you can find me at Real Movie Lovers on IG and NXT Global Productions on IG and my YouTube channel, NXT Global Productions. I do movie reviews, I do movie talk, movie news, and for the month of October,
October.
I'm doing 30. I know, but I was like, yeah, I'm doing 31 days of horror movies with my children, who are old enough, and we're flying through them. And I'm putting reviews on my letterbox, which is
Nice.
now 820, I think. I haven't used that thing in like 6 years, so I just started using it again. I'm like,
I've yet I've yet to create a letterbox. I need to. I know Jazz has. And
oh,
she
you do?
does.
Oh, I gotta
Yeah,
find
I
you and
have.
follow you, Jazz.
Yeah, I made it under the pod account. So
Oh
it's
shit! I thought you had a personal one too.
hell no,
Right?
because
Uh,
because I was just like, oh, the pod can have it. And then I could just
you
share it
know.
as yeah. So
So Lisa, well, I got 12. I got one thing for Lisa, one thing for Jazz. Lisa, for you, are
Oh.
you like when it comes to the horror movies that you watch? When it comes to including the kids, are you doing it based on what is the age that you allow the kids to watch it?
Ah, okay. So when I say kids, I have five. So the oldest, she's not into horror movies, so no worries. But the middle three, who's 19, 15, and 15, they're much more into horror movies.
Mm,
And as long as it's not too sexual, we run it.
it's cool.
Like
Gotcha.
honestly, I don't, and it's gonna sound silly, but I'm like, I don't know if I'm ready for him to watch Sinners. I know it's weird, but it's like, there's a lot of that right there. I don't know just yet. Let me give y'all a little bit more
I get
time.
that. I
And
get that.
for my son, he's not big into horror movies, but he does kind of like dip his toe in here and there. So like for tonight, we watched Brightburn, which is basically evil Superman. So it's fine. so it's safe. So he watched it with us. It was his first time watching it. And he was definitely all in. He was like, yo.
That's
I
what's up.
do I do want to say I think that's really cool that y'all do that. I mean, because it definitely seems like a good bonding experience for the kids and everything that y'all choose different movies. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
So,
Thank
And
you.
Jazz, for you, so you and I, or something that I put together. I want to put together
oh, I didn't
a
think he
little
was gonna
wager. I
bring this
did, I
up.
did,
Mm.
I said I had
Uh-oh.
faith in you, man, Lisa. So I wanted to do a little wager because me and Jazz, we often talk about movies, and it's a lot of stuff that she hasn't seen. It's a lot of stuff that I haven't seen, but
Uh-oh.
it's stuff that I want her to see. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, the only
Uh-huh.
way I can get her to see it is if we bet. And
Ooh.
because she and I are sports people,
Oh,
I think
geez.
it's best to bet on that's the one sport I know we have in common, and that's football. So this week, I beat her, and what we do is we choose 5 games. We allow someone from the chat to pick one of the games, and we pick whoever wins the best of 5. um, gets The loser must watch a movie of their choice. And since I won, this week Jazz had to watch Tragedy Girls, which is I think Alexandra Shipp is one
Yeah.
of the co-stars in the film. Also has my guy from what's the Jack Quaid is in it as well.
Oh.
So Jazz, I'm going to ask you, was it good though? Because the floor is yours. You've seen it. I know what you were talking about. You was kind of live tweeting, no, live texting as you was watching it. But was it good though? I'm gonna kick that back to you. Then we can get this review started.
I will say yes, it was. It's definitely a different take on a slasher.
Mm-hmm.
I found out immediately not to take the movie serious at all whatsoever,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just for entertainment. But I did enjoy the kills, so it was fun. It was different. So good selection.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Holy crap.
And
Okay.
have you ever seen that, Lisa?
No, I just read the synopsis.
Yeah, you should peep that. You should peep that. It's
Yeah,
also
yeah.
it's also a type of movie that I was looking for, so I didn't know about this when I said, "Oh, sure, this is kind of like what I like," but it's horror comedy, I guess, but not. It's
Okay.
more,
Okay.
but it's
All
more
right.
horror. It's more,
Lisa's
but
like,
it's deep.
stop telling me about it. I'm gonna watch it, my
Listen,
nigga. I'm gonna
listen,
watch
listen,
it.
You're right.
listen,
I'm
listen,
done. I'm done. I'm
listen.
done. I'm done. I'm
My
done.
my favorite genre is now, like literally within the past year, has become horror comedies.
I hate
Like,
that. I don't
Chris
like.
hates them so much.
I don't like
It's
that
crazy.
genre. So it's not as funny. It's not like Scary Movie, the original, and it's closer to Weapons than it is to other ones. So if you
Scary
like Weapons,
Movie is not
that's
a
okay.
horror comedy; it's a parody. But continue.
Which one?
All of them.
Scary
Which
movie. Yeah, I don't know. I don't
The
know why
first, the
Jason
first,
uses
the
scary
first, the
scary movie
first,
as
the
an
first,
example,
the first Scary Movie is actually dark to me.
but it's not really
it's a
dark though.
Are you serious?
It's a parody movie.
Parody.
Compared to it, I mean, yeah, it is a parody, but it's a bit darker than now. The other movies are just straight fun. It's like not like straight fun. Like I don't know. To me, it's a little. I mean, yes, it's a parody of a slasher, but I mean,
Of
it's a little different.
multiple slashers.
I know, but I'm saying it's a little. You know what I'm
That
saying?
shit
It's a
is a
little different.
comedy.
People weren't
All right.
dying in people didn't die in the other ones. People died in the first one.
All right. So tell me this. So you don't like the blackening?
The Blackening was
Yeah.
cool. I think that's a comedy though. I don't count that like
Yeah.
horror.
I would say it's a
I
comedy as well.
It
I don't
leans
put that in
way
horror
more.
comedy.
It leans way more into the comedy for sure, but it's not like a parody. It is a horror comedy. It's like it's more a comedy with horror elements. But okay,
So
okay.
Lord,
Happy
so
Death
okay,
Day.
so I think
Happy Death Day.
I think that leads more into horror too. But it is I will say it
That's a
is
horror
more
comedy.
horror
Thank you.
comedy. I do.
Ready or Not.
No,
Ooh.
I don't consider I don't consider it a horror
That's
comedy.
literally a horror comedy. But okay.
Okay, is Scream a horror? Is Scream a horror comedy?
No,
No,
Why not? Why
it's
not?
not. It's not.
it's not.
if you're
It's
gonna
not.
Jason,
I
let's
think.
save our Wes Craven discussion for the Wes Craven movie for next week
no,
because
that's right.
it is. Yes, it is because we can bring it into when we talk about
Yeah,
Nightmare on Elm Street. Let's get on together
and I
and
will be on this. So I'm being.
let's get on together for episode 175. We have hit a milestone today.
Let me
So
write this in my notes right now so I can talk my shit next week.
Violence will be chosen for Freddie. We're going to get into it. We're going to get into it because I think that's the best time to discuss horror comedies because,
Yes.
oh my God, Nightmare on
Yes.
Elm Street is definitely
Yes.
one. But we'll get into it. Yes, we will. But I'm curious for you guys before getting into this movie, were y'all familiar with the drama surrounding the release of this film?
Loosely familiar with it. Like apparently they lifted the idea from somebody or
That dropped 2 years ago. What
holy
it dropped in 2023 and the film was called Better Half. I was gonna try to watch it before this review, but I did not have enough time.
you know what you told me I would have tried to hit that up too.
Yeah. But Jason, did you hear about that lawsuit before seeing this movie?
Yeah, I've seen the P Valley of it all. Yep.
P Valley.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Allegedly that's why they couldn't. They just won their lawsuit. Uh, the person sued them saying that they lifted their idea, so that's allegedly why they couldn't release the show. So now the case is closed as of yesterday, I believe. So now, but they still haven't put a date on that. But yeah,
So we might be getting some
didn't know the
pole
season
action.
Season
And
3 is wrapped. They're
oh
wrapped.
yeah,
So they just I guess they just had to wait to release it though. So
Oh,
that makes
so
sense.
they won then.
yeah, they got dismissed.
Mm.
So the lawsuit against them was dismissed. Well, against Katori was dismissed because she had some she had wrote she wanted to make a play in 2009. So she went back and she got all her stuff from that playwright, and that's what she turned in. So yeah,
It's interesting the
but
things
yeah,
that happen behind the scenes.
it is. It is. I never did we get a conclusion to what happened with the Better Half? Because I know it came out the movie that was like we didn't steal nothing. We still going forward. Forward march. I
Right.
was like,
So check this out. For the plot of the Better Half, it says premise in a modern interpretation of the Greek myth about humans once being whole beings. Arturo and Daphne, strangers with opposite views on love and commitment, meet for one night stand. You know that they have trouble that they have to figure out how to, come away from each other. It's not giving me horror elements. I think it's more lighter than this one, but this definitely like just the fact that it says the whole thing about the Greek and the beings and the coming on whole and the fused bodies, that does sound a lot like y'all lifted.
So y'all don't bring up the Greek gods during regular conversation?
That's some white folks stuff to me. No, I don't just don't bring up
I'll just be
Athena,
like, I don't want no Zeus kind of
Hercules,
nigga. I don't want
Zeus.
no Zeus because Zeus is
Listen,
a cheater and controlling. I don't want no nigga like that.
Zeus is a sociopath.
Right. He is a hoe for real. Zeus.
most of the Greek mythologies, or the people were. So again, when this movie opened up, we see people out searching for Simon and Carrie. At first I thought it was the dogs. I'm like, no, they can't be the dogs, because then they eventually showed a missing poster for the missing couple that's
Same.
out. But then you do see the flash of what the dog was. Lisa, what did you think was happening when you initially seen this?
You with the two dogs.
The dogs, yes.
I knew enough to know that they were coming together. Like when it sounds so gross. It sounds so gross, and I don't know. It was freaky, but like a gross sexual freaky in a way. Like it was. I was just like, yo, what are y'all
Hey
doing?
yo.
Yeah.
That
But
scene didn't remind y'all of John Carpenter's The Thing?
never seen it.
Okay, hold, Jazz, hold. The Thing was last night's movie, so the kid we all watched, so fresh in my mind, for sure, fresh in my mind. I guess because things weren't shooting out of it, I didn't think of it, but not that you say it. I could see it. And Jason, my nigga, what are we doing?
It's a lot of stuff I haven't seen.
You have
I can admit that.
you have got to watch The Thing because it is
It's on
one
my list.
of. Is it at the top though? Because it's one of the best horror movies ever made.
Nothing is at the top of the list.
And
Everything is on the list. Nothing at the top.
1982.
I
Okay,
know.
not,
I know
not
when it came
no,
out. You know, Kurt Russell is in it.
because
I know everything about
there
that
was a
thing.
Keith
remake.
David.
Jazz said a remake is actually a prequel.
Oh
Or
no,
is it a
no, no.
pre?
There is a original remake, and then John Carpenter made his version, and then there is a prequel to John
Mhm.
Carpenter's movie.
Okay, got you. Okay, got you. Yeah, but yeah, I know all that. I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna get to. Look, Lisa. Last year I watched Aliens for the first time. I get to stuff and I get to it. It is what it is with me. You know what I'm saying? Classics is gonna be classics no matter when I find that classic.
But you gotta find it soon, so then you can get the reference.
You're right. I
Because here's
will.
the thing. Okay, the thing about classics is everything after it is inspired from it, and you see the elements. Like,
I will.
okay,
I'll easily say, oh shit,
mm,
I see how they inspire. I see how this movie would have inspired this movie or this or another. It's like I seen Heat after a lot of different things. I'm like, holy shit, everything is just a remake of Heat at this point.
I guess
It happened.
that could be a really dope roller coaster to go on, especially when you watch a movie that released in the 90s and 80s, and then you immediately think of 5 other films that came out years later, and you just like, oh
you can appreciate it.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, like the
Okay,
town, like the town. A lot of every heist movie when it comes to like them doing like bank robbing, them robbing is based almost on Heat. Almost every one of them films is based on Heat. Expect post 90s. Let me say that because anything before that it could be, but post 90s, yeah.
and any suave certificate, or, sorry, suave, sophisticated, elaborate
Oceans.
scheme, rob. Yeah,
Look at you see,
yeah.
I see. I watched Oceans for the first time last year. I get to them when I need to get to them. Guess what? Jazz ain't never seen. But anyway, let's get back to this movie. Um, um, we get introduced to Tim. We get introduced Tim. So I started making a list of just different shit that Tim just was really sucky. Just he can't drive. He's an asshole. He be hating. I don't know what is I don't know if the trauma of it all is why he couldn't get close to Millie. But one thing I didn't notice when I first watched it is she called out everybody thought it was so cool. We look alike. He goes and changes clothes in the middle of a party.
Yep.
I got that in my notes. I
All right,
got
real quick. First off, I really hate to bring a red pill question into this because I hate that whole movement. But what does he bring to the table?
nothing, dick.
Second,
And he ain't even giving that up. He ain't bringing nothing.
second,
It's okay for us to be toxic during this episode. I'm so committed to being toxic during this episode, and I'll apologize at the end. Tim wasn't bringing shit to the table, and there is no that motherfucker should have been kicked out faster than Lawrence. Because at least Lawrence was fucking Issa. Like, oh no, they wasn't really fucking that much either. But at least shit, you wasn't looking all sad and shit around the house.
My gosh. Oh my gosh.
And you got on one knee in front of your loved ones for that shit? Ain't no
Bruh.
fucking way. My father would be like, you
better
get your ass up.
You know what?
She said,
I wanted to shake her. I wanted to shake her.
Her friend don't love her.
You know
her
what?
Friend does not love her.
You know what? I just feel like, and maybe
they do love her.
Maybe this is the 80s in me, you know? Maybe this is I'm just too setting my ways for this. But I'm like, if you don't get your ass off the floor, okay.
That's what he was trying to tell her for real. Like, what you doing? Not in front of the friends. You even got a ring in your hand. Yeah.
I'm like, my girl, read the room. He don't even want to go. He don't even want to go.
So, all right, can we talk about their relationship? Because there was well, I guess their partnership. Because boyfriend, girlfriend, those are really, I guess, immature. So saying my partner. was the best term for them. But I'm just like, he resented her so much, but then he knew he couldn't do anything without her. To where it's just like, it just seemed like the relationship and the connection was no longer there. It's just, this is our daily routine, so let's continue. Because I don't even think they was in love for real when I watched this on the third time. I was just like, this is not a relationship of two people that are in love with each other.
I don't think that's fair to say because we come in the middle of the bad part of the relationship. Because at some point it was good, things shifted.
10 years
Now
ago.
when they had been together for 10 years.
But her homegirl said like that was years ago, like a Spice Girls vinyl. Jason, this is 2025. So let's just say it's about 10 years ago. Give or take.
Well,
I don't think it was like that for 10 years though.
No,
In which it could be, but at least what you got.
I don't think so. And like I said, I think first of all that Jason brings up a good point. The movie let us know from jump that they're not on the same page based on the clothing. First off, but they kind of set the tone right there, so you know, oh, they're not really on the same page. And you're right, we came on a bad part in their relationship, but the part of it I think is him realizing what he wants to be, his dreams, his adolescent desires were unrealistic for him. We're not going to happen. And I think that's what was crashing down on him in that moment when we pick up. He's realizing the life he wanted, the life he thought he would have, it's not happening for him. It's not.
So
let me ask you, made so many sacrifices. Like once I realized how much she sacrificed for this dude, I was like, oh, she waited. He took all the risk.
How long do y'all think he was unemployed? You could just throw out a number. Just throw something out because it's the comfortability that he had being unemployed. Like you are using our Wi-Fi to search a couple online while I'm at work. So it's not like he lost his job last week.
But he was a house husband. So I don't you know, so that
you're right, because he could cook.
Because stuff like that has to count in the like, because you know people. He had the soft life. She was providing. She was the teacher. You know what I'm saying?
She was the mama, Jason.
I'm not gonna say that because that was fucked up. We're gonna get to that when we get to it because that was fucked up. However, I feel like she was she wasn't in her femininity. You know, she was. Because yes, she was the woman, but she.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. When a man is not in his masculinity, then the woman is not comfortable in her femininity, and she rises up into that role. And sometimes,
correct,
the male who has not stepped up like he's supposed to resents her for it. Nigga, somebody gotta do it.
We can't just both be in the back seat of the car, my nigga. Somebody has to drive.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And it's not you because every decision you made in this movie fucked us.
And that was because of it. That was because of his insecurities. That's what kind of led them down the road. And that was the thing. This movie, like on the rewatch, it definitely rewarded the actual movie. It gave me a different perspective of everything because his whole thing of you know you can use a compass. It was like shit. I didn't know that, bitch. You tried to use the compass and you didn't know what the fuck it meant to read the compass, which is fine. Cause I would, cause you tell me pull a compass in the middle of nowhere. What the fuck that mean? Where am I going? Still nowhere. It's just north, south, east, west to nowhere.
You gotta.
It don't matter what.
You gotta go north.
Why?
That's what it's leading you. Wait, stop. Don't make me laugh. Let me get my answer out. North is gonna lead you to where you're trying to go. Now, how does a compass know north is where you need to go? You got to ask a compass, my nigga. But that's
not true. The north is gonna lead you to the North Star. That's it.
And then where you supposed to try to go?
It makes sense, but no, it depends. It honestly depends on where you came from. So if you came from west, you can't go north to get to west. That's not how that works. You just going around all the way out the wrong way. Now I don't know. I couldn't. If I you and I just talked about camping last night, nigga. If I went out, I wouldn't know what to fucking do.
That's why I wouldn't go. Y'all, you and Chris about to die. I'll be like, oh, I don't know what happened to them niggas.
Yeah, y'all alone with that. Mm-mm.
Yo,
Nah,
Lisa,
let me tell you something.
they said they would get a group of people with some fucking tents to go out in the woods. Not no log cabin, not no secure structure. Tents.
I
You
want to do
watch
a
it,
camp.
Jason and Chris said this.
and they was like, it's got to be a group of people. I'm like, oh, y'all about to die.
All right, I don't understand, because if Chris and Jason never watched horror movies, if they never grew up around Black people, I could understand the
She
whole
said, she,
what they just said. But because of these two things that I know for certain, I don't understand. Because I'm like, did we not watch the same movie?
Lisa, they just be looking at the shit for entertainment. They don't try to collect no knowledge of how to
wait,
survive.
so wait. So I'm just, so I mean, yeah, so Lisa, you telling me you've never wanted to just go camping?
Yet.
Jazz. Okay, so you know what really made me want to go do it, Jazz. Like I had already wanted to, but then I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna get back to the movie. But in Atlanta, when Ern took his baby mama out to go camping that one time, that was real sweet. Like it was a fucked up thing that they led to, and this movie kind of reminds me of that.
Sorry, say that again.
Atlanta, when
No, after that.
You know what you said.
it was fucked
You
up.
said it got kind of fucked up.
Oh,
It did, but it was fucked
Oh.
up because of the relationship, not because of the camping part. Well, a
oh,
little
but
bit,
of course,
but it was more so the relationship part.
Okay. So it didn't strengthen them and made things worse. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No,
Is
because
your
they eventually
argument for
got
camp?
they fell in love after it again. They got back together because of the camping trip.
Really? Was it because survivor's remorse? What was
They weren't running from nothing. That was with their daughter. That was just kicking it.
Jason,
how you
look,
know? Were you there?
Jason don't care about no kids. You on his property? He is cutting all of y'all up.
But back to together, man. So one element in this movie, that definitely stuck out to me, kind of fucked me up, was the dream sequences. One movie that this movie definitely gave me, because I wanted to ask y'all some of y'all favorite psychological horror movies, because this is where I put this film into. But Smile, that was the first thing that came to my mind, because because you're stuck in like a never ending loop of dreams. And he laid down with his girlfriend, and I forgot what he says to her, but she says she's unsure of the relationship, and she said everyone knows you need me more than I need you, and we laugh about it. Resenting me won't make me less of a failure. And I was like, this bitch got the nerve.
I immediately knew that was a dream, but I said, "Yo, your nightmares are crazy."
I would have clucked her in the back of the head. What are you doing? I'm sorry.
Here go Jason. Why you talking like that?
Conversation now, but he woke up and it was a whole. He was like, but he mentions it to her. He like mentioned it to her, and it was like, bro, nah, your guilt eating your ass up, and it's like, oh shit. What did y'all think about? What did you think about that scene, Lisa? Jazz said she knew it was a dream.
So I think that was the physical personification of his resentment towards her and the inner fears and insecurities that he has about himself and inefficiencies as well. I honestly, she never gave me that vibe that she felt that way about him. It was how he felt about himself, where he wasn't happy with himself, within himself, in his role in that relationship, which also kind of came out a little bit with the neighbor when they were having a little lunch.
Man,
I was like, oh, this one left quick.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, Jamie. Oh, Jamie. So we get into the Jamie of it all. Jamie is the neighbor who also happens to work at the same school. Jamie was just conveniently in a whole bunch of places that he just shouldn't have been. Do we think that Millie was trying to get with Jamie, or am I tripping?
No, I don't think she was trying to get with him at all. I
Hmm.
was curious though, was Jamie plotting the entire time?
Wait,
That's what
who's
I was curious about.
Millie again?
You said who?
Millie, Millie is the girlfriend.
Oh, her friend who was telling her leave him.
No, no, no.
No.
Millie is the girlfriend. Millie is the girlfriend. Tim is the boyfriend. They are the co-leads of the movie.
Okay.
When she met with Jamie was the neighbor.
Oh
Um,
no, no.
it felt because to me it felt like she wanted to get like not like initially, but whenever she fell out with Tim and she went back over to the house, it felt as if she was like she thought about doing something. Or then she seen he was he was into men and she was like, well, let me step it back. But then it's like she noticed also looking at the picture like this shit kind of weird looking at this. What's going on here? But
So
No,
yeah, that's
no.
go ahead.
Go ahead, Jess.
so Jason, you felt electricity coming from Millie to Jamie during this scene, but you didn't feel any electricity between Aaliyah and Jet Li and Romeo Must Die.
Nope, I did not.
That
I
is
did not.
so
And
crazy.
not again, not
There
the first
was
and I'm,
definitely electricity. You
no, it's
lie.
not. And then look, I'm gonna also tell you after um talking to Jamie, remember even he said, well, he's a charmer, isn't he? She said, you like him, huh? And she was like, no, it's just nothing like that. I was like, okay.
Tim is insecure though.
Yes,
He is, but that has nothing to
super
do with
insecure.
that has
But
nothing to do with how she was handling how she handled that
I,
situation.
I
So
will I will say Jamie was very heavy-handed in certain situations and aspects, but I think he was doing that to troll Tim. When he was about to pour Millie some wine, Tim said, "Nah, nah, nah, bitch. I'm gonna
yeah,
refill her wine." And
I
then when he
saw that.
shook Tim's hand when he was leaving, but then he hugged the hell out of Millie. Now, Tim didn't know that Jamie had a husband. So he was basically feeding into his insecurities low key.
Yes,
Like I feel like Jamie was plotting the entire time. And he was also in
time,
the process
whole
of
time.
her interview process as well. So he's like, so you got your husband, your wife. She said, not my boyfriend. Oh, no, partner. He's just like,
Boy partner, because he came around, I would have beat that nigga. He would have got his ass up at the front door talking about some boy partner, right? That's you. What?
I would
It
have beat
was
his ass too. Cause I'm like, don't
listen.
repeat the shit
He's
I
the
tell
one that
you at
told her
work.
about the trails. He's the one that told her about the trails. Remember
Yep. He
the
did.
That's what I'm
mentor
Yep.
saying.
And
That's
from
what I'm
jump,
Nicole.
saying.
from jump.
Yeah.
I'm coming over here for
So
advice from my boyfriend. You over here telling me about some
and
cold shit. Boy, if you don't get the fuck out of here.
initially, I thought that there was a little bit of like, why is this dude like so friendly with her, yo? I thought maybe something was like a little weird off about it, but
You didn't take that as flirting at all. You just took it as something weird.
I took it as like he has a genuine interest in her, but I did not decide wholeheartedly that it was like a sexual interest. I was like, is he? And then he, in the way he was with Jane, with Tim, I was like, okay, I see the two egos going back and forth, but it doesn't. His wasn't coming off as I'm trying to look better than you.
Yeah.
And from her perspective, I don't think she was flirting at all. I think she was in a new place and she was grateful for someone who was being thoughtful and kind and how they were, talking to her. So she was like friendly back. I didn't see her talking to nobody else. And the other old lady, little crabby ass little lady, her damn tea.
Mm-hmm. So
Mhm.
she was just trying to attach on to community.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
You didn't
right.
know what community, though.
All right.
Jason's like,
Yeah.
nah,
That's
fuck
what
that
yeah.
shit.
Yeah. I see this. All right. All
But
right. Well,
I would say Jamie's kind of wild because like when they had that back and forth of Millie saying, "Oh, it's all Tim. He's the cook. I don't have to worry about it." Tim's like, "So if I didn't cook, would you learn?" So it's like their whole back and forth. You don't do that in front of company.
Oh, you do
You
not.
don't.
You do not do that in front of company,
You do not do
because
that.
do not let nobody know that your man is 35 years old that cannot drive. Like, they put Tim out multiple times in front of company, because even her homegirl did it in the opening scene. She was like, "You can't even drive. Like, you don't even have a license." Like, it was so unprovoked. So
Well,
it was,
But
but you know what? I think it's a sign of a little bit of lack of respect there.
yes. I also think so as well, to where it's just like, well, he don't have really much going on. So her level of respect for him could possibly be lower. But Jason, let me ask you, did you get that sense that Millie didn't really respect Tim?
not until when she started going off on him, like when she actually got mad. Because at first she was just kind of. It seemed like she was, I think it was complacent, or like she was content, not happy, but she was content with the situation until she wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like he got the what was the hunting trip, not the hunting trip, but the guy Jamie told her about to go out to the hiking. He just started giving people just giving me such a bitch. I didn't ask you for a suggestion. Don't just start suggesting shit in the hike. It's definitely not one of the things you should be suggesting to me. And then Tim, he just was reluctant enough to be like, "Hey, let's go do that. We can go do the." I think then when she wanted to break up, right? She was like, "We can go ahead and break it up because it'll be easier now. If we do it now, it'll be harder later." So of course, that comes back at the end of the actual film as well. And they go on this he then suggests to go on this hiking trip that Jamie gives to them, which we see what that turns into. Jazz.
Yeah. I
which was just more into his incompetence. Because, bro, what do you mean it tastes good? So if it tastes bad and you just start shaking this shit and died, then what? What what happens at that point?
Now we in this cave.
No, she's in this cave because you're dead.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have been in that kind of situation, because I'm not following nobody in a fully wooded area, regardless if there's a bell or whatever the hell is in the trees. Like, I don't care. That might have been here for 50 years. Cause then I would think it's spiders down there too. And I'm just like, this area ain't been cut up in recently. I'm like, nah. Like, doing that adventure. And when he fell down there, she could let his ass fall. But like,
Why did she go
damn.
down there?
She was trying to save him and pull him up, but he pulled her down. He was
Who
pulling her down the entire
messed up
movie.
more?
Message. Yo, Tim was a problem. Tim was the problem, not a problem. Tim was the problem. You come to my job, dig me
Was
down in the bathroom.
he was
And
the problem up until this point?
he was a problem when he went to her job, had her having
Nope.
sex in the
You
boys'
can't fault him.
bathroom.
You can't fault him for that. You can't fault
Why
him for that.
you? Oh, because he had that liquid in him.
Yeah, he
Oh,
can't
okay,
fault him for that
okay,
part.
okay.
After this, because at this point, this is when he finally opens up. When he goes into the cave, he finally opens up, and he kind of, when they first get into the house, he smells a dead animal, which she couldn't smell it. So he knew about the dead animal, which he then tells her how he knows about it because there was a dead animal in his house that had been getting fried by him, but he had been in it so long, he had stopped smelling it, which is it automatically gives me the mind of what's the old crazy white boy? There was uh
One.
who?
Which
Which
one?
one?
You right, you right. The one he was chopping up the bodies, eating. Was he eating them? I
Summer?
don't think it. Yes, that's what it automatically gave me because people was smelling it, but they never said nothing. They was just kind of living in that, in that complex, with all those dead bodies in there. So that's what it gave me. But then he goes a little deeper into it, where he ends up saying that I think was it his dad that passed away.
Yeah. And his
His
Yeah.
mother
dad,
just stayed there. Something in her
his
head snapped.
the dad had passed away in the bed, and instead of turning it in or getting somebody involved, she was still sleeping in the bed with the man's dead body. And I was just like, bruh, what in the fuck?
What do
but it,
y'all
but,
what y'all
yeah.
think this story symbolized? Because I was trying to think like, does this mean if you're in something so long, you no longer see the red flags, which would be the smell? You don't see anything wrong. You just sit there and it becomes normal to you. I was trying to figure out what the rat story and the story with his parents, how that kind of the message that it was trying to pass, but I wasn't sure.
Um,
They did mention being complacent. So
so for me,
yeah.
it was more of a. I didn't even look at it like well, because I'm pretty sure it's a metaphor too. But it was the thing of like shit. I can't even. What you said? What is it? I don't know. Yeah, but Lisa, what you got some Lisa? Because I can't. I'm trying to compile my thoughts.
Okay, so for the mother and father, the way I was looking at it as her other half was gone. So she was broken, I guess forever broken. She was incomplete.
Mm,
And the whole point about this movie is finding your other
being
half
complete.
to complete. So that's the brokenness of it. That's what I was looking at.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. But I mean, him telling that rat story was more so still. It was literally just because he smelled that before, and
Hmm.
it was a trigger for him. So
Yeah,
because it was a trigger for him, he had buried the fact about his mom and dad. That he had buried that. Not necessarily saying that he didn't think about it, but he hadn't thought about it. But then it triggered the smell, and
yeah.
I'm pretty sure when his dad died, he smelled his dad as well in that house. Um, so it was just all that was just a trigger for him. So then it brought him to that moment. And then, like I said, he thought about that. He finally gave that to her, and she was just like, "What the fuck? I gotta, yeah, this can't, this, and that is another thing. That's like, so them being together for I don't know how long they could have been together because how do you not know this man's dad died and he was in bed with the girl? So I'm not gonna. You can put some fault on Millie in there too, but there was a communication issue within the relationship. But there's no way in hell I don't know the person that I'm with. Parent has passed away, and this is a traumatic event or situation. I should know this
Yeah.
because something that whatever is wrong with her could be wrong with you.
Yeah.
Um, I thought she just hadn't heard the story of the rat story and how he found his parents. I thought she knew everything else around it.
That was the whole point of him saying it. He was like, and the one thing I did never tell is it gets a little bit deeper, and then that's why I thought that was a new situation. So why would he tell us that? You talking to
Oh
me?
no. I I mean, like, cause I thought you had said that she didn't know his parents had died.
Oh, I think she knew that they had died. I don't think she knew how.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
Mhm.
that's what I'm saying. Like knowing them died is one thing, but how did they die? Why wouldn't that have come? Why wouldn't that have come up at some point? If
Yeah.
one, we live together, but now two, we chose to move to another place together. Those are two hell of a leaps. I know people can move a motherfucker in tomorrow. Gay women do it all the time. No offense, but what?
Wait, I'm sorry. Run that back. What did you
Oh,
say?
no. Don't run that back. Don't.
I ain't never seen a stool stay alone.
I guess we have to catch it in the replay. They
um,
should not have moved. They were
they
not ready to
should.
move.
They
I was like,
they they weren't. But this one, now this, I'm not gonna lie. I was in Jazz words, I was vibing when I was watching this movie. So I was not ready for what was going to happen next in this film. They they began to go to sleep, and you just kind of hear like the wind rustling, and I'm in the theater like, man, what the like my chest started. I said, man, I can feel like, man. I said, Lord, don't take me right now. This can't be the end.
In the
I,
theater is crazy. Yo,
man, this
man.
this can't be the this can't. I'm trying to catch my breath like, bro, am I tripping? It's gotta be the movie doing this breath like these different breathing exhales. Let me stop breathing, and maybe that'll be. let me let me just hold my breath through this thing because I was like, man, I was on the edge of my seat when he started doing that.
Mm.
Did you know, that didn't fuck you up a little bit? Like,
Nah, it
I,
didn't.
I didn't know what the fuck. I said, man, hell no. Then he exhaled. I said, nah, I wouldn't even be in this bitch.
Millie probably threw me off more than anything, but I was just like, because it was so dark, and I'm like, what am I looking at? So that might have been why it didn't affect me. Because I'm just like, the fuck is that up there? Like, I'm like, am I supposed to be seeing something?
Well, so for you it was the breathing. For me, it was that like rustling sound when they're in the bedroom and she turned on the light and realizes he's like eating her hair. Like that was
Listen, that could have been an ad for why you should wrap your hair with a bonnet. Because if not, your man could have your hair in his mouth that morning. He was
oh
deep
my
throating the hell out of her damn hair. And
oh
I'm
my
just like, sis. But they were trying to act like nothing happened. We gonna talk about last night? Hell no, we good. I'm about to go on tour. Like,
well go then.
The
I need you out of this house.
nigga was trying to get the fuck up out of there.
so
Like mm,
I feel like if he was able to financially take care of himself, he would not have moved in with her. I honestly believe
Yeah,
that.
I
yeah.
agree. I mean, when they fell in the cave, that nigga was more concerned about his phone than her.
Exactly. He was like, damn, it had my demos on it. She said, well, I'm all right. Oh shit, sorry,
Oh,
babe.
oh right, sorry. I'm
Like,
nobody's afterthought. Get out my face. Are you serious?
Lisa, so many
That's not.
red flags. No, Jason.
I don't. That's
Nah.
not fair. That's not fair because
What?
if you fall into the thing, you have your phone and it fall, you drop it. You're gonna be like, damn, my phone. And then you gonna, you know what I'm saying? But now he didn't ask about her. She just kind of spoke up before you can even get to it. That's not an afterthought.
Nah. There was too much space and time between the fall, his concern for his phone, and then her. No,
And the
no.
fact that she was trying to help you when you were the one that fell in here. She was trying to make sure you was good. And then you brought her down there. Absolutely not. Nah.
Because she's always trying to make sure you're good, and it always costs her.
You see
Boom.
what happened when you were a supportive woman for your partner?
Listen, 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 listen. I'm not trying to be a butthole. I'm just, Jason, it would have been different. All right. If he'd been like, oh, snap, my phone, baby, you all right? Like, working it together.
That would have
Okay.
been good. That would have been good.
Yeah, I mean,
He didn't think about her. If she didn't make no noise, he'd have been like, damn, I gotta record that shit again tonight.
my demos.
And I'm still going on tour. Like he would have been thinking about how he got to replay everything while his girl is sitting there with her arm broken.
Man, she gonna say, "Oh, my demos." I'm like, "Yeah, you're right. God damn it, I'm trying to get up out of here."
Yo,
I mean, I'm a hostage in this bitch. I'm trying to get the
Oh, you
fuck
know what? I just realized that how he lost his phone, right? And he didn't get it back, right? So it's just her phone. So again, more two becoming one, right? You don't need two phones to one person. I'm just saying. They were just throwing little things out.
oh my God, I can see that being
yeah,
a Twitter topic. It's like, can you and your partner deal with having just one phone and y'all using that phone? That would be crazy.
yeah. Actually, yeah.
Mm. I don't need my phone
Uh,
as long as I got my Bible.
here she go with these lines. All right, um, so first we got the like
You
I
know
don't.
what? As long as he doesn't look at the after dark chat on What's a Good Though podcast, we good.
Lisa, Bible, Lisa. What are you talking about?
uh,
I be thinking out by accident, but let me get out of here.
Me too. Me too. What you think about Jason?
because I'm like, okay, so when they were in the cave, of course he was having the dream about breathing. That
Mm-hmm.
messed him up in the actual cave. Um, but then you have where she went to work and he was going to take a shower, and then his head hit the glass. What did you think about this thing, Jill?
So I enjoyed the camera angles in this. I thought that was pretty cool because I was just like, all right, so what's happening? Obviously, she's not affected, but he is, and he was just having seizures in the shower. And then it seems like once she got to a certain distance, it was no longer really affecting him. So I'm curious what that distance is, and if he was to actually get on that train, would he have been able to go on that tour and do all of that? So I mean, I was curious about where it was going to go, but I also thought it was very interesting when he went to go to the doctor to get the medication. The doctor was just like, oh, I see a history of mental illness. And he said, I'm not like her. It seemed like he was also trying to make sure that he didn't have the same type of symptoms that his mom had. He was trying,
Exactly.
so it definitely seems like he has a lot of trauma that he just didn't get worked out. And so that might have been another reason why he just felt the need to latch on to Millie so much. But that's just me making assumptions. I could be wrong.
I, I don't think so. I don't think so. Like I said, he definitely got triggered with that smell, and then that just spiraled everything else. In addition to this nigga drinking uh a conjunction water that was gonna make him join up with his girlfriend, because that's just wild to think about.
So I actually think that if he left that area, if he went back to the city, I think it might have broke it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's a connection with that area, that spring and everything. I think he might have been able to break it. It probably would have been torture, but he might have been able to break it.
Mm.
And it would just have to be like, okay, we're broken up, we're done.
And you can't ever see them again, or you're going to force yourselves to literally be together. So it's either you're one or you're nothing, and you can never cross paths with each other.
Yeah, no.
Damn,
That's
a
kind
hell of
of
a way to a hell of a way to make sure you leave a motherfucker alone, ain't it?
that's
Ain't no spinning the block on these motherfuckers.
you know what? Sometimes you need that distance of 9 hours from somebody to let you realize they are not good for me, and it's best I never see them again.
It was highly specific.
It applied to so many people though.
Mm, mm.
She said 9 hours. Where is 9 hours from where she stayed?
Oh, Jason, you are putting the deck. We didn't need the equation said out loud. This nigga. How many hours is she from such and such? Relax. Chill.
But we do have, like I said, Jess, we do have the scene where she goes, what was it? Oh, she drops him off to get on a train. Um, they don't really say too much at this moment. And he was just like, you know what, fuck it, I gotta, it is what it is. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Fuck it. I'm out this bitch. She said, you stay tonight. Don't even come back. Just stay there for the night. Enjoy it. Go to the after party. Kick it. I want you to like
She said,
get loose.
Get you some head, my nigga.
Do
Stay
something.
there. That was gonna be their breakup moment. But he couldn't stay away.
Yeah, now he take the muscle relaxers for him, and it just, he still was like, I wonder what was it that, because he was walking the other time. When she came to him, she was like a Blair Witch Project. But when he came to her, he was like using like regular his muscles to to do the shit. Like,
I would be so mad if I was like, so why do my back got to get broke to come to you and you just sliding across the floor? Like,
nigga, bro, that was so funny, bro.
that scene was so eerie to me. Like, I'm not gonna lie,
Everything.
there were moments in this movie where I was jumping for real because I was just like, it was certain stuff that kind of scared me. I said, okay, you got me. But I definitely like that scene where they was coming together. But we gotta talk about the bathroom scene. I laughed at this scene when I saw them little boy feet at the bottom in that bathroom stall. And he went to go get a teacher. which is the right thing to do, but you're still snitching because it's just like, okay, we got to get up out of here.
Let me ask something. So prior to that, there was the scene where I think she was hurting, and she was like, "Can you rub my back?" And as he started rubbing it, in my mind, it said that like she didn't like how aggressive
Can
he
you
was
not close your eyes as
with.
you're saying it? Because it's unsettling to me.
I'm so sorry. I'm thinking, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Lisa said, "Stop."
I'm not even. I couldn't even.
Look, Jason, I need you to see what it was looking like. Because she was like, when he was rubbing the thing on, I was like,
Lisa, it seemed like he watched this movie more than 2 times, right? Jason said she was in it.
So for me, what I felt is he's doing the massaging, but now she doesn't like how aggressive he was being. But I felt like he felt it. Am I wrong in that? Like it kind of.
no, there was like a moment where like it's almost like he was getting under her skin. Like it was like for a second, like it was he was getting in there. Yeah. It was like for a second. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was like for him it felt real good, but for her it wasn't. It was just like because I feel like that was still them not being equally yoked yet. I guess to an extent, kind of like a egg yolk. You mix it with what's it called? They not together, in that. But then when they get into the bathroom, like, bro, nothing good can come from this. Even if she came from this, this is going to come.
They
This is
both
going to
did.
be. This is going to be terrible.
I
At some
you know what? I don't really need a picture or a shot of his Johnson. I'm good. I got the gist. Y'all ain't had to do all that. I got
No,
the gist.
we need you to feel. We
And I
need
was
you to
like, is
feel
that
this again,
CGI?
man. That shit.
When
She
she
said, "Look,"
covered his mouth
she
and
said,
she
"You gotta.
said,
I gotta move. I gotta go. I gotta do."
because the thing, it was another situation where she had to take charge. And she was just like, it's definitely about to hurt. She
Oh,
snatched it because he wouldn't have
no,
been able to do it. She was
Jazz. Yeah.
she was always the one to pull the trigger in all the situations.
And she said it too. Remember when he said, "Where are you going?" She goes to fix your mess, per the usual. She said that.
Yeah. It's just like,
My
come on
gosh,
now.
she hasn't had a partner. She's been raising a child.
That's why I called her the mother and he was the son. Jason was like,
Like,
nah, Jazz, you full of shit.
and
But
he
the
ain't grow up,
evidence,
and he
He
didn't
put.
grow up until the last 5 minutes of the movie.
I mean, it's a coming of age.
you full of shit. A coming of something, but not no age.
A coming of age is wild work.
Yeah, no, that's what it was. But of course, like I said, the kid is in there. But then I guess the fucked up part, she was in the boys' bathroom. I think
Yeah.
had she been in the women's bathroom, they probably would have been able to get it off. But them being in the boys' bathroom, her being a woman in there, you see some boy feet because he had little feet, and it was just like my nigga, like you in there with a student, get it
Listen, they I wasn't even thinking about male or female bathroom because I was literally just in it, like, oh snap, that's a kid. Like I wasn't even thinking about which bathroom she was in. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a kid. Da, 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 da. It wasn't until the dude said, the reason why you're in the boys' bathroom, then I was like, oh, I didn't even. It was this scene was tense for me. I was like, when them feet came back and it was too, I was like,
Yeah. I was like, how's she gonna get out of this? And then here goes him putting his feet down, and Jamie see his bum ass sneakers.
girl, I screamed at the screen.
Nah, Jamie was a
You
little
can't
bitch
wait
though.
2 seconds.
Jamie was a bitch though. Like Jamie was being a bitch because he was gonna come back around that corner regardless of what the fuck happened. He was gonna looking ass. um, which this is when Millie became the devil. At this point, because she cut the filter off and she just started letting them have it at every angle she could whenever she was ready to. And then she told him that she's starting, as Jazz said, feel like his mama. And he shouldn't have he should have just left. He should just like, you know what, you're right. He why the fuck did he ask her? What do you mean?
Is
Like,
it fair to call her the devil when this dude drove her to this?
yeah,
She was at her
Really?
breaking point.
I don't care.
What you,
I'm
Jason?
moving.
Oh, but okay.
I'm
Let me
moving
ask
on.
this. Let me ask this, Jason.
Mm-hmm.
Let's switch genders. Let's gender swap.
Mm-hmm.
And oh shit, that don't work because men don't mind taking care of women that ain't got shit going on. Never mind. The
They
exercise
never
isn't.
do.
No sex though. Put that in there.
Yeah.
That changes things a little bit.
Millie should have just. I don't condone this.
She was finna try to fuck Jamie after this. I'm telling you, she was.
I don't think
No,
she was trying to fuck Jamie, but she should have cheated for real. Like,
Why was she then? Why did she go to Jamie? Why she just went to Jamie house to go talk to him? Because there was somebody there was somebody in the
she
community.
wanted to clear the air. Yes,
The
because
air was already clear.
she wanted to make sure she was good because she didn't want to lose her job. Because this is somebody who was on the hiring board for her. So he might have the ear to somebody that could get me fired.
Yo, until she said that she was gonna go talk to him, I thought she had already lost her job based on the
Yeah.
conversation having.
Like you over here having sex in the boys' bathroom, you get caught by a teacher and a student. Nah, you gotta go tell him some jokes. Y'all done had some wine. You gotta make sure.
What you doing, Jazz? You say all this same stuff when you're looking to fuck. So
Hold on, what?
yeah, exactly. Think about it. Run it back. You gotta go
What you
tell
talking
him
about?
some jokes. I'm gonna tell you it again. You
But
gotta go tell him
hold on.
some jokes.
But Jason, my
Drink
motive for
some
telling him
wine.
jokes versus like if it ain't nobody that I work
Jazz, you
with.
said you wanted to laugh him out his boxers. That is what
I,
you told me.
I didn't even say that. No. You're using a formula in two different scenarios, which is so crazy. That is so crazy. I can't believe you're doing this. You are looking so unfamiliar to me right now.
Look,
I don't know who you are right now.
I don't know what's going on in your life. It's none of my business, but this feels a lot like projection, and I'm just trying to. Are you all right, dog? We good? You good?
I know she's talking about. I know she's talking about Tim. I know she's talking about Tim. She ain't talking about Jason. Ain't no way here she's talking about Jason. My damn projection. Ain't no projection. Ain't no projection. I don't even drink wine. Hell.
All I'm saying is she wanted to make sure there was no type of tension. And she was just like, let me just go clear the air. And went to walk to his house. Because she didn't even go take no shower for real. She just went straight to his house after getting home from smashing at work. And then the fact that Tim followed and he's looking through the fucking window, which is so crazy. I'm just like, take your ass home, son. Because that's what you acted like.
Nigga said he was going to show her his wedding video.
He said he was going to show her the wedding video. Do you think that was the video?
Yes.
It was.
Yes.
Why would he even show her that? Again, in my story, she came down there for some dick and he ever took like coke. If you fucked the whole vibes up.
I'm not gonna lie, Colt will fuck up the vibes because why are we talking about this?
Yo, listen. When she went to his house and was sitting down, he gave her water. Did you think that he's giving her that water?
I did.
I did as well.
So on my fourth watch, I was thinking, was Jamie over here sliding in some of that water? Because he probably did that to that couple that got missing.
Yes, because the minute she left there, she started acting wild. Like
I ain't even catch that.
Yeah, no. I mean, but as she was drinking, I'm like, wait, did she watch the nigga pour that water? Where that water came from?
Damn,
I don't like this.
That's true.
Because like I kept thinking, well, he's not acting crazy. He drank the water. She didn't drink the water. She's straight. But then they switched sides because he started taking the muscle relaxers, which was giving him a little bit more clarity and control. And she started to descend. And I felt like is it me or did she descend crazier than he did?
He did.
So do y'all think, because I thought she was starting to show symptoms after they had sex. So Elise, are you saying she started showing symptoms due to Jamie giving her the water, or both?
Yes, the water.
I think it was I think the water was it
I
because
definitely was the
you
water.
could now, Jazz. You're technically not wrong because as you just said, as soon as she left the school, the first thing she did was go back to Jamie's house. So technically, all that thing is just one fell swoop. So after she went back over there, he started giving her some more of the water because he was like, he could have put this cult video on. That would have changed her whole mind up then. Once she seen that video, because she seen it at the end, she was like, oh hell no.
'Cause remember in the cave, remember he drank, she didn't drink, but when they woke up, their legs were sticking together. So
That's what I was going to say. I thought that did she not drink? I was curious if she drank. We didn't see her
no,
drink it.
She had a different water because they had a
yeah,
water canister with them that
yeah.
wasn't from the water down there. So I was curious with that as well. Like, is it because maybe he was sweating and that sweat got on her? I wasn't sure.
Man, that shit, man. I was
Jamie did
curious.
that shit.
I was just curious. Like I see, that's the other part of why I wouldn't go camping because how do you know what water you can drink, you can't drink? It's just too much. It's
Hold
just
on.
too much.
So now you're saying you won't go camping, even though
I
30
didn't say
minutes.
that. I didn't say that. I said that's why I question it because it's just some stuff I just wouldn't know, and it's like I would have to come prepared enough to get through the night. I wouldn't stay a
Right.
whole weekend. I just had to get through the night.
And I tell
You
you what
know.
annoyed me about them in the cave. They thirsty. You're not sure about that water.
It's raining.
It's raining. Put
That's
the
what I.
damn
That's what I was.
bottle up
That's
to
what I was gonna get into. Why didn't they stick the bottle in the rain? Just let the rain
Yeah.
fall.
Yep. It
At
was
least you
raining
know where
hard
they come
too.
from.
hard.
But see, that I'll go ahead and say that lets us know we at least would have done that right.
Yeah. I mean, I
Because I'm
wouldn't
not drinking no
be out there, but
water
yeah.
from
No,
a
hell no.
cave and I see church pews and shit that's in the
Nah,
walls. That's kind
nah.
of wild.
Listen, in order for me to drink that water, it would have to probably have been days 2.5, day 3, because I think I think you can live
7 days
7 days
with water.
with water.
The only reason why I know that is because of the ring. Samara didn't have any food, but she had water. That was
Mm,
such a good fucking movie.
mm.
I don't know. I read it in it's either a Bible story or something. You can go so long without food, but water you gotta
Yeah,
Yeah.
water's life. Like
have.
I think you can't go 3 days without water.
It wasn't even a whole day. They would have been able to get out, let the rain stop, and get the fuck out of there.
Okay, thank you. And they were acting like, all right, let
It
me
was
chill.
it was Tim being
Let me chill.
They could
it
have
was
just
just
went to sleep and woke their asses up. Like you was thirsty, but you could have made it to the next morning.
You know
Y'all
what? You know what?
technically y'all could have made it out that day. You decided to stay in that daggone cave. Because the same way y'all got out of there that next morning, you could have easily got out of there that night. But you were just like, oh, but it's raining. I don't give a fuck about no rain. I don't want to be in no cave.
No, now I'm even more mad because now I remember that he wanted to go off the beaten path. She was like, nah, it's kind of bushy. Like, no, come on, this nigga constantly.
Lisa, what did I say earlier? He led her down every wrong path.
You know what?
But
This movie
they
is really
want
good.
to lead. They always want to lead. You got to be able to qualify for that position because sometimes you're going to lead us down a fucking cave that's got us around water that's going to have us stuck together and we're going to be going through some shit.
All right, you know what? Jazz, be better preach. And those of you watching, be careful. Okay? Be careful who you make your partner. Girlfriend, fiance, boyfriend, whatever. Because that is one of the most important decisions in your entire life.
Preach.
yeah. What y'all
Jason,
said.
Jason, do
What
you
y'all
have any
said.
male input to apply to this that you want to
No,
let?
I don't. I don't. Um, I have nothing. I have nothing. Nothing.
That's
Nothing.
Tim. That was Tim's main song right there. Tim walked in wrestling, and that would be his wrestling song as he's going to the ring. That's it right there because he had nothing at all.
Oh my
Man,
gosh.
I don't.
But
Yeah,
Listen, listen. Yeah, Tim looked like such a loser so bad. that I was asking myself, why is she with him in real life? That's
love. Your heart will have you blinded by so many things your brain is telling you not.
oh my gosh.
So I mean, but he like y'all said earlier, he probably was not like this the entire relationship. And so she saw him at a good point in his life and he was just on a decline. So normally
Mhm,
when you're with somebody that you love, it's a decline. You just like, okay, this soon will pass. If
mhm.
I'm gonna support him and help him because I love him or whatever. And he's gonna get back into the man that I fell in love with. That all
Potentially.
of that
It's that
shit is crossing through certain women's minds to where they ignore all the red flags. Because let's keep it a buck. If you love somebody for real, half them damn red flags don't matter. You
Yeah.
see him, but you whatever, bitch. Step on over. I love this man or
Yeah.
woman or whoever. So
it depends on the red flag.
I mean,
Yeah.
yes, but we talking about Tim's red flags.
And again, and we're not talking about like
I can't date no broke woman.
people do change and people have bad habits and things that like they, work on, accommodate, people are up and down flux, but like, this sometimes you gotta be careful.
This
You don't want to be trapped into the image of who this person was and not
or
Hmm.
accept who they are.
or
Hmm.
ignore who they are and live through the expectations that you've created for them. But
Ye-
Jason, you said you ain't gonna date no broke woman.
No, 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 no. I'm not. I'm not dating
Okay.
the broke hoes.
Why she
What,
well,
what,
you're dating her, so I would think you're not gonna call her no hoe.
That's what I'm saying. It's just I'm not dating no broke hoes. They go some. They hoes can go
wait,
to men
wait,
and
wait,
women.
wait, wait. So does that mean that rich hoes are on the table? I'm just curious.
Yes,
I'm so confused.
yes, yes.
Okay, okay, okay. So you don't mind sharing her.
Mm.
I
Mm.
mean, you said rich hoes are on the table. I
Oh,
would like to think
hoe
that you
is just
understand what the word
so
hoe means,
hoes is
but I
just a
do.
word. Hoe is just a person, place, or thing. We're not talking about the actions of this person.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So you just calling her a hoe because you don't know what her name is.
I'm just saying, hoe, 'cause that's what we saying. Like, that's what we saying behind the scenes. Like, look at it.
I
I'm
just feel like there are a whole laundry
of,
list
of
of
words to say.
alternative words to say for a female. I mean, hell, you
I
could have
mean,
said
it could.
female, and that would be more respectful than hoe.
Oh.
No, it don't work like that, Lisa. This is a toxic episode. I ain't trying to be nice.
Oh my gosh, wait,
No.
we did say that. I'm sorry. I apologize. I forgot what the theme was. My bad. Carry on,
But
sir.
yes, no, I don't want. I don't want no. Yeah, no, no. When she got a few dollars, you can let a few things slide. That's all I'm saying.
A
That's
few?
all I'm saying.
Wait.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
so
Let me ask you this, James. Let me ask you this. Let me ask
don't do it,
you.
man.
Uh-oh.
Don't do it.
Uh-oh.
Don't do
He
it.
Why
and
mm,
Don't do it. Don't do it.
he worth he worth he worth 30 million. You know what I'm saying? He worth 30 million. He's taking care of you, and you get to keep whatever it is that he has given to you. You don't get he can't take it, but he can't do X, Y, Z. You going a little cheating gonna deter you?
Oh, but I'm be cheating too. So we here.
Oh no, you can't cheat. You can't cheat. You
Oh,
lose.
oh
The
no.
clause. The clause is no cheat. You can't cheat back. No, this ain't no cheat back situation. No, 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 no,
Well,
no,
I
no,
mean,
no.
I could easily lie. So I could be like, oh
You,
yeah, I'm faithful
I
for
mean,
real.
you could. You could. You
It's
could.
it's it's, it's definitely gonna happen. The personal trainer who's
Personal.
probably portraying himself to be gay. That nigga is not gay. That is my side, nigga.
You see what women do? They think they can get away with shit.
Jason, what are you talking about?
Now he don't talk. Now the personal trainer in this $30 million man is now standing in front of you, and
Mm.
like, so you thought you were gonna get away with this, huh?
Wait, what is the energy? Because then I'm be like, this
You're
is what
out
I've
of
been
there. He gonna
requesting.
now you're
Oh,
replaced. You're
oh,
replaced in this moment.
but
You
I
the
get
one
to
that
keep
thought
everything.
you get to keep. Yes, not well
Oh, then
because
I'm
you
good.
cheated, you lose it. No, cheating is the only other part of the
You are
clause that you
adding
get.
rules to this. You do
No, I
realize
did.
that, right?
It was in the fine print. You just
I
missed it. That's not my
Lisa,
problem. You
did you
can't.
know
You
that
can't.
that was there?
no.
Why would you go to cheat?
Why? Because while he's out doing whatever he is, making all that money, I'm at the crib doing what? Watching movies alone? Nah,
Yeah,
so
that's right.
Jason, he makes how much money? What the
Exactly.
fuck? I'm not doing nothing around the house. We have a maid. Even though I have OCD and I love cleaning, I'm be like, nah, get somebody else to do that. Jazz gonna be outside while why does he care what I'm doing for real?
You know, I think that's the point of him putting you up, not for you to go and go be wild too.
Oh, so basically he's paying to occupy my time for it's him and
I
nobody
said he was
else.
rich. We didn't say we didn't say going. That's why I said
It sounds
you
like you
gotta let.
put me in prostitution for real.
So that's your man. That's your guy. That's your man. Your
Jason, this
man.
is everybody's guy. If he's over here cheating on me, that is not my man.
Said a
No.
little. Said a little cheat. He
Ain't no,
say
I'm
that, baby.
sorry.
But I get it. I get
Cheating is not anything where you be like, oh, it's a little or a lot.
it.
Cheating is fucking cheating.
It is. I agree.
So,
I
like,
agree.
people that be like, oh, a little bit here, look, that bullet don't care how much cheating you did.
Mm,
Hypothetically.
Um,
I feel it.
so I know that I'm not in this race, but my answer is no,
Oh yeah, we
because
you see, I ain't even asked you the question because I ain't got I ain't got no smoke for that household. I don't need nobody dotting my doors. None of that.
no. Like just like listen, money isn't everything. Money's not worth my peace. Money's not worth my happiness, my self-worth. My, no, no.
I
And
get
this
it.
type of money can't even buy me security. Nah, I'm
I
good.
get it. I feel that. Feel that.
I know it's a lot. I
Indeed.
know the whole signs, but like you can't take it with you.
That
Right.
part.
What the fuck is the
I
point?
ain't trying. That's the point. I'm trying to live. I'm trying to live a
But,
crazy life.
but hold up.
I
But
don't care what
Jason,
happened when I go. Once I go, I don't give a damn.
but
It's the
Jason,
now I'm trying to live. Yes, ma'am.
so if you are dealing with a woman who's making $20 million, oh,
Hmm.
so you're gonna be fully
I'm
faithful even
I'm
if she out here
I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm listening.
smashing other men, but you her house husband?
20 million.
That's how much she makes. That's not how much you're getting. You getting
I
what
get that.
she gives you.
I get that. I get that.
But she's making sure you got your favorite comics and shit. Make sure you got the sound system to do your music thing, all of that. But you can't go sleep with nobody else or whatever. And she could just smash whoever she want. And she could talk to you however she want to because you know that's how normally people treat folks. That's dependent on them fully.
as long as she don't hit me, we
Oh,
good.
she probably gonna hit you. Cut my nigga.
As long as long as she don't hit me, we good.
She's definitely gonna
Cause
hit you.
then, cause then the Memphis is gonna come out, and then it's
She
gonna be now it's first 48, cause it's gonna be a whole situation in there. It's a whole situation because now she doesn't touch me, and now we not what then we don't know what done happened. Yeah, no, mm-mm. As long as she don't touch me, oh yeah, I'll be a good house husband in that house, cleaning up, cooking, whatever. I got you. Fuck on demand, whatever. Hey, young lady.
mm. What if she bring her other men to the house?
Whoa.
Ooh,
Is that drawing the line because it's her house?
It's not. It's her house. You're right. 100%. That is her house. She can, we can do who's that? Will and Jada. I can go to the other side of the house. All I gotta see, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not. I'm like, hey, I can't watch it. Y'all can do it. Y'all go
That was
have
gonna
fun up there.
that was gonna
Yeah,
be my
yeah.
next question,
I
but
knew you
I
were trying to make me a cook.
but
I'm not one of them, guys. I am not one of those. No. Have fun.
so supportive. But how did y'all like the visuals of when they actually came together?
I'm gonna tell you to hold her hair when she, man, get the fuck out of here.
No bonnet on.
it it was definitely it was definitely reminiscent of my feelings in the beginning with the dog, where it was like this odd, freaky sexual intimacy thing.
What was your question, Chaz?
I was asking how y'all felt about the visuals of when they came together, because you had the scene where their arm came together, of course. I'm not gonna get to the end yet. We're gonna wait on that part. But let's just say the arm, when they finally get their arms together, and then they was just like, take the pills, break them up and snort them. Yo, I was in the theaters laughing at this scene.
It's the Azapram. That was hilarious. And he said, "Yeah, that's what it's called now." So
They
she said,
call it now.
yeah, nah, that was hilarious. That was
Mm.
hilarious. I'm like, bro, y'all gonna get rid of all the pills too quick. Like, I get y'all want to go fast, but shit, just snort it. They ain't got to go through 100 pills. I thought they were gonna die because they took too many pills.
I knew that Saw was coming back. The minute, the
Yeah.
minute, the minute he pulled out the two box, I was like, all right.
Did you see the trailer?
No.
Yeah, it's in there.
It's in the trailer. So that's how I knew, like, when they showed it at the beginning, I was just like, oh, okay. So that's a good reference to that. So I'm pretty sure you enjoyed it more since you didn't see the trailer and you were able to identify, like, oh yeah, this is probably gonna get used again.
Because it's the rule of cinema.
Yeah.
You show me something, you show me for a reason. There's a reason why it's on my screen. So
Yeah, I mean, sometimes they do that. It never comes back, but the Azapram thing was a good call because he tried to make sure he understood what the pill was. So that was a dope callback, um, as well. And then they try to cut it, and he was like, "Man, fuck it, just do it." But yeah, that was just nasty.
Who did it better, Together or The Substance?
I knew you was gonna say
the
that.
substance.
The substance is visceral, man. The substance. I, yeah, the
Oh my
substance.
gosh. When she came back after being gone for so long. Oh, it was so
There
well
she
done.
go. Look, there she go. She about to spoil something. She about to spoil. I'm watching her. I'm watching you, Lisa. You was ready. You was about to do it. I'm stopping you this time around. But I do think it's very interesting that we got, and I don't know the correct terminology, but films where you had a lot of body morphing
Body horror.
with very good storylines. Because I like the storylines from both of the films.
Mm-hmm.
So
Although I think the body horror, honestly, in substance to me is I think it's more so than
mhm.
together.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
they went above and beyond in them, but just everything from that movie is just how it's filmed, how you look at it, like from when they eating, just how the camera angles, everything is just like, yeah, yeah.
Well, you know what though, when you're talking about them coming together, well, I'll wait till you get to the end and then I'll say a piece about it.
You good? Go ahead.
So, have you ever seen End of Days?
With Terminator,
Is that the
Arnold
sixth day?
Arnold is no. The End of Days is it's when the devil is gonna Arnold Schwarzenegger's in it, and the devil takes the shape form of a man, and
mm-hmm.
he wants to
I was
come, yeah. So there's a part where like his servants, are having him housed, the people who worship him, and they welcome him in with dinner, and he's like saying how like you have a very beautiful wife and daughter, like the daughter's 20 and the wife, and then cut to the next scene, and the devil, who's also in the man form, is now having relations with the mother and the daughter, and the whole scene is them doing it, and then after doing it, they're coming together into him,
Mm.
and that's kind of how this reminded me of.
I hadn't seen that movie in so long. That's
I,
a memory there. I gotta
I
rewatch it.
I got a movie for you, Lisa, that I believe you just recently watched.
Uh-oh.
James Gunn's Slither.
Yeah.
At the end of that, you see them coming together.
Yeah. Full circle.
Jason, have you seen that? Please tell me you've seen that. Well, if
No,
I win a bet, I will add that to the list. There's
I
another
bet you
movie.
will.
Oh, you got to. You got to. That's a
I already got 3 in my head where I'm just like,
should I say what genre it is?
No.
Because technically.
It is. No. Yes, it is. It is.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually,
You my Slither?
I would probably put but it's not a spoof film. But Slither is more on the comedic level of scary movies.
Think so? Oh, and okay. I know.
But it's
again,
nasty too.
Yes,
it's nasty.
And I know it's for next week, but you recall the scene as a homage to Nightmare on Elm Street in there too?
No.
My Girl in the Bubble Bath. Think about it.
Bubble bath. Yes. Boom. Yes.
Boom.
Yes. Yep.
Boom.
Yep.
Boom.
Which is on the artwork of the movie.
Yeah.
We're nerds. Jason's like, I ain't seen that shit.
Yeah, you will. You will.
If she wins. If she wins.
I'm going to do a better job with my picking this week. But the NFL. We're not pivoting.
Get your conspiracy theories out of here. We don't want to hear that shit.
We're not going to pivot. But Jason, at the end of this film, when you see them pretty much come together, not fully come together, but when they were just like, you saw Millie go to Jamie's house, she finds out that he's in a cult, he slashed her fucking arm, and she punches his face. Did you see his face kind of shift a little bit?
Kind of split, yeah. I wonder why that happened.
Well, I think it's because like once you morph together, and if you get punched in the face, your shit switch.
Clayface, dog. Clayface.
Right. Yeah. Like some Clayface action. But they didn't shine too much light on that. So
yeah.
Yeah, he just kind of
Do you think they did enough of that in this movie? Do you think I feel like they didn't reach their full potential. There was so much to explore with this here.
With the cult?
With the cult, with like you said, with the whole splitting of the face and
I thought we liked the mystery of it all. We don't need all the information.
First off, I've never said that. Chris be saying that shit. Chris be saying that shit. Look, but see, I don't like cult movies. So with them not being too heavy-handed on the cult, I don't mind. But I would have enjoyed them giving us maybe another 7 minutes on Jamie. I wouldn't have minded that if Jamie got like an extra 5 to 7 minutes, because I'm curious of his motives. Mm-hmm. Like, was there other people around the town that did the same thing? Because obviously you go over here sliding people water. Like,
okay. And nobody saw that hole when they were doing the search. Like, come on, Doug. How many people are in on this? How many people are a part of this leftover cult?
But I'm curious, like, what is the cult's motives? But I guess
it's a cult. So that cult was a cult of people who believe in being one. So they just, they Franklin Beverly and Mays did, you know what I'm saying? We are one. You know what I'm saying? Like they just, that's it. That was it. They married the people that made them one, and for whatever reason, the church went into the ground. Now I don't know how that happened, where it collapsed that time.
The weather. I think Jamie said it was due to the weather. It was probably like maybe a sinkhole. He didn't use that term, but he said the weather once it collapsed in there. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm curious, like, what well, I guess when it comes to cult, they don't really have a motive. It's just vibes. I don't know. I guess, let me ask y'all this. You're with your partner, whatever. You find a cult like this. And you like, hey, they just like, look, we could do a 2-for-1 for y'all. Make y'all 2 become 1. Would you entertain the idea?
No. Hell to the no.
But you could cut down on groceries. Go from 2 mouths to 1.
I like that other mouth though.
That other mouth, yeah, does come in handy. That's true. Because then you go from
there's a cartoon. It's called Steven Universe. And a lot of this is kind of similar to that. Like it's a kid show, but if you watch it with adult eyes, a lot of the stuff is kind of like adult themes. So like you have one of the characters who is a fusion, and they carry their life as a fusion.
Mm.
But then when you start seeing why and how people fuse, it then can be seen as like sex or like it's like they don't do it all the time, but when they do it, it's like this thing that they get used to. They just want to do it all the time. When it comes to fusing, and I think like the main guy, Steven, and this girl, they fused one time and they was like dancing and they like at a party and like, what the you just it was like, you're too young to be fusing. It was like, yeah, that's kind of on the nose, isn't it? But then like you see, um, that's what it kind of, in a sense, sometimes that adult activity can almost be like that if it's with the right person. I would feel like the fusion, y'all become one in that moment. But yeah, no, hell no, I don't want to be one with nobody. I'm cool on that. I am a person. That is a person. I much rather them be in front of me, not with me. That seems kind of crazy.
Uh, no. Let me think. No. Or no. 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 No.
It like the concept of it does definitely seem kind of wild. But oh, I did have a question for y'all because he was talking about the Greek gods and how we were put on here to find our other half. Do y'all
Mhm.
believe in those same sentiments?
Fuck no.
Do y'all believe in that as well?
No.
No.
Okay, so I don't either. I don't believe there's like everybody got their one person because I'm just like, but what if one of them get caught doing some shit at the age of 9? So that means I'm not gonna meet my person for real. And women live longer than men because men do stupid shit for real that get them killed. So, and then at what time in our life does I guess the universe be like, okay, so this is your person?
I think I'm not married, so and I'm
Ooh,
not
that's too bad, Jason, because guess what? Statistics say that single women and married men live longer.
single women and married women. So side pieces and married men. Is that what you
No,
said?
no, 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 no,
That is
no.
not what she said.
What
Just
you
look this.
say? Single
Women
women
who
and
are
married men.
no, women who are single live longer than women who are married. Men who are married live
Live
longer
longer than
than men
single
who are
men.
single. So
Got
do
you.
that
Yeah,
information with what you will.
got you. But what I was going to say is, I think if you and said person do the work, I think you could find your person. I don't think it's like this random motherfucker. It could be the person you met. It's just if y'all do the work and y'all can be compatible and you can be adaptable, it don't really matter what that is. As long as they're not doing no shady, uh shady, disrespecting you, doing stuff behind your back type of thing. I think anybody could be your person. You just have to. I think that's something y'all have to want to be to one another. But if y'all not yoked, it'll never work.
That is a very good point because the the issue people run into is they're like, I want them to change. If we do this, they'll change. If we get married, they'll change. If we have kids, they'll change. But that's not how humans work. You can't force somebody to change. If they want to change,
They will.
they will. But if they don't want to, or they don't feel, I don't like to put it in terms of you're not worth it to them, when in fact it just might not be, y'all not, you not
You
the
can
one
be.
person, you're not the person they would change for.
You can be
Yeah.
selfish. Some people just be selfish, and some people just not
Yeah.
ready for it. Some people just
Yeah,
not ready for that, and there can be a point in their life when they come to where they ready to
yeah.
be, ready for that. So
I have a follow-up question
Mm.
no,
for y'all opinion. So, do you think when you cross the paths with somebody where you just like, this is my person?
we are one.
Because they do
My bad.
say men know immediately, like That's who I want to
Wow.
marry. So let me send this question to Jason first. Do you think men have this like their antennas of like, this is the woman that I want to marry that I can see myself with the rest of my life? Is that an ability men have, or is that just a lie for real? And if you're not able to answer that, I completely understand.
I don't think I can. I don't think I can answer that. I do think
Okay.
that's a married man's a person that chose to be married. I think that's a better question that they can have.
Okay.
I do think you could date a person, and I'll say me. Like, I can't use somebody else but me. It may be a situation of we do the bogus BS of what if, like what if this isn't, or what if there's somebody, and you can always do the what if. It's the being happy with what you have. It's not the other thing. You get too caught up in what's out there. Of course, you always will have an excuse. If you do it that way, it's the being happy with that situation, because there's never be a perfect person, but they can be perfect for you. Um, you know, but that's my thought.
Okay. Lisa, can I switch this question to you? Do you think that is something women that can come across where it's just like, okay, this is a man I can definitely see me spending the rest of my life with upon meeting them? Or does it take a bit longer for women to put up that, all right, this is him? Because even though they say men know immediately.
So I think I wouldn't say like first meeting, but maybe like a first outing, a first get together. It's very possible that there could be a connection and observation so strong that you're like, whoa, I could really see this. Now, again,
Mhm.
I wouldn't say like, oh, hi, I'm George. Hi, I'm
Oh, well,
Janice.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But like, oh, we're going on a date, and that one night stuff, like you got me, and it just yeah, I believe that is definitely a thing,
Hmm.
and I also think that uh generally we just automatically I kind of itemize things, as we are meeting somebody, we're like, okay, 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 good with kids, got it. Oh, I see what you just did there. Nice. Like you just check off these things. All right, I like potential spouse because you know what I mean. So, and then as far as men go, which is also why the whole like I know it's old fashioned, but men proposing is the whole like to me that's like a test within itself because it's like I'm hearing these relationships people live together for 8 years and outside of the ones that don't want to be married, they both agree that they're not going to do it. Outside of that, 8 years and my girl's still waiting. What is he waiting for?
It's like 10 to know for real.
I, I
Oh
mean,
my
like
God.
they're willing to have kids, but they don't want to get married. Like kids are a bigger commitment than freaking marriage. Are you serious? Like married together, we can divorce.
But
Kids,
I can.
we're connected forever. Like I honestly, I don't understand it. Like you willing to have kids with this person, but I'm not sure I'm ready for marriage. Get the fuck out of my face. Are you serious?
I like a little of you, not a lot of you. You know what I'm saying? A little.
So, but Jason, that's still like, if you're not ready for marriage, you're not ready for kids. I'm not talking
Uh,
about like,
I
oh,
don't.
we had an accident. I'm talking about people who are trying for kids and they're not married, but they want to be married, but they don't. But then they're afraid to get married, but they're okay with having kids. Like, I'm not trying to sound judgy. I just don't understand how that is not as, I don't know. Maybe I'm
Oh
too,
no,
too.
I'm not. Oh, I'm not tripping on. I'm not. I don't feel judged or anything. Or I mean, I know you're not judged, but in that, I I understand. I get where you come from, but on the opposite side of that, some people. I mean, it's just the thing of, hey, I want a kid. I may not want to be married right now, or that's not what I want to do. I, I don't know. This is somebody I could share a kid with, or whatever the situation may be. Especially when you get a little bit older, I think it's a different. I think that's a different conversation too. You get in your 30s, I know women, they look at a clock in that. Now, some do, and I do think sometimes people, as we like to say, poor pussy management, poor dick decisions, or dumb dick decisions, people do that. Like people go and they just shooting up clubs just to be shooting up clubs, XYZ. That's just what they do, how they do it. They don't care. It's the safety of it all. They don't care about that. It's just, hey, I want the kid, or whatever the situation may be. So
Well, I'm not talking
um
about like we've been together for like a couple of years, we have a kid and we want to wait on marriage. I'm talking like you 8, 9 years in and you got like a couple of kids. Y'all live together, y'all
that
share a baby, y'all do all
is
that.
meant. But is marriage a thing? It's a marriage something they want? Because are you talking about
No,
the people that want to be
I'm
married,
talking about a situation where
Mm.
um
Where one of the partners wants marriage and the
wants
other
the marriage.
one is
I'm not talking about the one where they
is
agree, like they're both on the same
unsure.
page, like, nah, we're good.
Okay.
I'm talking about like
So it sounds like Lisa's talking about a specific situation where let's just say you have a couple that's been together for eight
yeah.
years. They have two kids together. The woman wants marriage, but the dude
or
does
the guy
not.
wants married?
Yeah,
Well,
one
and
of
somebody,
the
but
people
one
want
person.
marriage, but the
Yeah.
other
Oh, that's
person
fine. That
doesn't.
was they made that again. That's poor dick decision, poor pussy management. I
Well,
think
no,
that's
but
all.
but
I
but
think
their
that's
whole
all
thing
it
is like,
should be
I
like.
love you, I want to be with you, I want to marry you. I'm just not ready right now. But we're 8 years in, we have kids, we live together. When are you ready?
It's
When I don't understand. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
to
it's
yeah, to
I
basically
mean,
it's just like if we were to get married, nothing would change except for
changing.
my last name and the fact that if anything medically happened with you, I would be the one that they would call instead of your parents.
Yeah,
That those are the two only things that would change, and of course, possibly somebody on somebody else's insurance. So I that makes sense.
taxes.
And taxes as well. It's just like my nigga, we could be saving a lot on this situation. But then it becomes a like a paperwork kind of situation. So
And sometimes financially, just I don't know. Sometimes it's just best not to be. Some people just like, nah, I don't need the
oh,
marriage to be with the person. You can be. Some
I got a
people
quick
they
story
want.
for you. I got a quick story for you. Quick story for you. Years ago, my mother had like a sub shop, and I used to work there for her. And that we had a mailman, nice guy, always came through. Blah 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 blah. And for like 2 weeks, we didn't see him. And out of nowhere, he comes like sometime later, and we're like, "What's up? Haven't seen you in a while." Turns out his girlfriend of 31 years left him and went to Paris because she was tired of waiting. Now, I could be exaggerating. It could have been 20 years, but it was high. That number was it was high. And he took off work, went after her, proposed, and gave her the ring that she'd been waiting for all these years.
all right. So my thing is when it comes to those situations, if you knew from jump that I wanted marriage and kids,
Yeah.
we are a year into our relationship. I said I
Yeah.
want to get married, I want to have kids. And then we end up doing an extra 4 years. So now we've been together for 5. And
Yeah.
you continue to put off marriage.
Hmm.
That in that kind of relationship and situation, you know what you're doing because I told you what my intentions were in the beginning. I can see how it could seem like you are stringing me along because the situation has benefited you, but you know what I want and you are not trying to meet me where I'm at. Now, waiting like 20 years, that's kind of crazy because like you've given that person so much and you
Much.
put off so much of what you possibly wanted for
Much.
them.
How you gonna leave me after 20 years? She crazy.
I'm not letting them. I'm not letting no dude get to 20. Like
Dang it.
what?
How's that? Nah, it's like, listen.
But I mean, it's we could probably have a long conversation on all of that kind of stuff because different
Yeah.
scenarios,
All
different
right.
topics, and
Yeah,
things
no,
like that.
a lot of this is anecdotal that I'm saying and very specific
Oh yeah.
situations. So, because like I'm just throwing it out
Anecdotal.
there, so
That's a word.
again, not throwing shade on anybody that
Oh
doesn't
no no
want to
no.
get married. No, that's not what I'm trying to say.
You
No,
were
I'm the
talking
same.
about a specific situation. No,
Yeah,
I
but you're
completely
not.
understand.
And you know what? I've probably been listening to too much Reddit stories. That's probably what it is. I'm listening. I'm like,
Not you blaming
wow,
Reddit.
wow, wow. I'm not on. I listen to them. People read them. Like this shit's
But
wild.
but what did y'all think about the ending to this movie? Because
When
I
they,
personally wasn't expecting this kind of ending. So when we got it, I said, "Oh, okay."
I mean, it was. I mean, she had already mentioned her parents coming, so I knew, that was going to happen. Now, my only question was, what would they look like that thing that was in the cave, or would they look like a person?
Well,
Uh,
Jamie had said that thing is what happens when you resist.
Yeah.
Correct, correct. When they kept fighting, that's why I was like, he finally embraced it. She finally embraced. They loved each other. They just had that BS to get out of the way. And like I said, sometimes if you don't, it looks as if you don't have that communication where they can actually sit and talk. We can never get to the next step of whatever this relationship is supposed to be.
Because you do remember when Millie said, if it gets to the point where we're farther down the line, it's going to be harder for us to split.
Mm-hmm.
To where it's kind of like it was hard for them, that other couple, to split, but because they was deformed for real. They was like heels have eyes, fresh out.
They had two butts on top of each other. Y'all saw that?
No, I
Man,
didn't.
I didn't look at that thing like that, dog.
It was gross. It
It
was,
was so
Hella
gross.
disgusting. Hella disgusting.
but
Now it's just got to sing his vomit, apparently. I can handle it, I guess.
I was curious how the parents were going to react when the door opened. Because I was just like, so y'all still going to have dinner? Like, are you going to
Oh,
explain
not
what happened?
listen, probably after she gives him a cup of water.
You think she would give her parents the water?
Hell yeah. Did you not see the bell? They're in it now.
I
You see the
did
bell?
see that bill.
They're in it now. Embraced it.
But your
Parents is next.
parents,
Parents is next.
would you want to see a sequel of
No.
this?
No, it should end the way it should end. Let the, let things end. It's perfectly fine. It'd be one of them movies, where little cult classics.
I thought that they were gonna do a cop out and piss me off because they were panning so slow. I was like, you better show me I better see the result. Don't you drag me all the way to the end here and it black out as the door opening. Better not. I was
I
about
thought I didn't think it was. I thought it was going to be Millie, as if Tim got into her and it's just regular Millie. That's what I was expecting, but then I was just like, oh,
You didn't see the
okay.
whole. I mean, you didn't see the whole thing with Jamie.
Jason, slide a little to the left so we can see your background. Boom. See that?
But I mean,
It's
to be fair, Jamie looked like the dude that's with the stripe on the shirt. He kind of looked like him, but just a younger version of him.
got the glasses from the
I
other
think
dude.
I
I was
Lisa.
curious. I was curious if this was a CGI version of him twice, like with dark hair and then light hair.
Uh-huh.
Because, like you said, it does look like him. Like it
Yeah.
looks a lot like him. And that's why I took I was looking at this picture for a lot longer than I probably should have been. Like, God damn, is that Jamie?
Right. Because like Jamie husband looked like him. So it was kind of like I
White
couldn't
people,
really.
our white people look alike. Like, it's all good. You know.
I thought they could do a better job of making them look more melted together. Like my when I saw I was like, oh, okay, so
Who you talking about? Who you talking about? Jamie and him or
um
Millie and
no,
Tim?
a million Tim. I'm like, so basically,
I wonder
uh,
what they got. Uh,
what
Now
you
I wonder
call
what
it?
they got down there.
She just looked like a lesbian.
Is that what you're wondering?
Yes.
I was thinking that's what their kid would have looked like if they got older. I mean, that's normally two parents come together.
Like
I,
honestly, like I thought that like okay. First of all, I was wondering if they were going to lean more into the male features or the female features. I was very curious. Um, And since technically Millie's been carrying this whole damn relationship her whole life, that it was
Mhm.
kind of leading more to the female.
Not her whole
Her whole
life.
life.
When she
Her
opened the
whole
door,
life.
like, and I don't mean to sound crass when I say this, but I'm like, oh, she just looks like a lesbian. Like, oh, okay, that's it. That's all they did.
Yeah.
It's like that's all they did.
Tim, you are nowhere to be found. But then again, you weren't during the relationship either. So there's that. Yeah.
Per the usual, brought nothing to the table.
It was crazy. But
You know, how do you grow a cult if you keep shrinking your numbers by making them become one?
exactly. You're losing half of your group, especially if they're together.
It's
That's
one
probably
income instead of two.
right. Well, we see that why they didn't last long. But
I mean, that makes them strong. They probably be living in other places, pushing people to that town.
but imagine going to a town of 200 people and you giving everybody the water. Now it's 100. But it's
Yeah.
not even that because half of those people probably won't even say, I will decide to do this. So let's just say you get 30 people. Well, I guess that's 30 more than what you had before you got
Now are you
there.
only going after childless couples? Because then what is that?
Mm.
And if you do it, does that mean that you are in a way because you see people you cannot? Are you sterile now? Like not that you'd want to, because then it'd be a throuple technically, right? If you want, so
Lisa,
I'm
you're
thinking.
asking too many
I
logical
know,
questions.
I know, I know, I know. My bad.
We're going to leave that alone.
I'm bad.
But,
Doing too much of the things.
right. Was there any other scenes that y'all wanted to discuss in this movie?
Only I guess only what involved that question. If you were still gonna ask that question.
Mm.
That
What question?
Yes. It was, was there a scene in a horror movie where you would have made a different decision from the character in that movie? And the example that I gave
Scream.
was it Scream 1?
Yeah. Yeah. Tatum doggy door.
Yes. So
Sure.
example, what would you have done in that situation outside of what Tatum did? She went through the doggy door. So that was the
I would
example that I gave. So I'm
have popped
assuming,
the screen.
yeah, Ghostface definitely would have tried to, I would have been trying to throw the hands. But that's the question, Jason. So you think of your answer. Lisa, do you have your answer?
Oh, I sure enough.
What you
Sure
got?
enough. It was hard enough to narrow it down because almost every horror movie I watch, I'm like, shit. That's not what I would have did. But I'll go with one more grounded. Barbarian. Let me tell you, I
Mm.
show up to an Airbnb. I don't care if it's 3 o'clock in the mother effer morning. Somebody is there. I don't know them. Deuces. Deuces. I will go find a 7-Eleven, 24 hours. I'll sleep. I'll sleep a little bit here or there, or I'll stay up. I'll do what I do. No, 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 no,
Yeah,
no.
I get it. That was definitely a situation where it's just like, oh, sis. But the funny part is that that decision isn't even what got her in danger.
I know, I know. He wasn't even the danger, which was the a wonderful, you know, subvert expectations.
It was.
Love it. Dude is talented.
That movie was
Guess what?
good.
Don't care. Still ain't doing it. No. If it was a female, mm,
I don't think I would have trusted it either because you have females that be incorporated with human trafficking organizations just to get your guard down. So I still would have
yeah,
left.
yeah.
So nah.
'Cause I don't know who else come to the house.
That part. This bitch might be trying to have a party. Nope. I'm good.
Who all gonna be here?
I ain't got no time for that. Especially if I paid full price and it's another person in here. Absolutely not.
Nope.
But Jason, do you have your scene from a movie?
Yes, one horror movie that I really hate. Queen and Slim. I would not have finished that date. I would have walked out the moment she told me she had me blocked, got bored, and sent me a text message. The movie would have ended there.
So would you have ended the date if she had $20 million?
Yes, because it's a date, not my money. I have to be receiving this money for me to continue with any of this.
I
You know,
mean, if she
her buying me food doesn't no, that don't
no, if she
do it.
would have told you like, I had you blocked, but I unblocked you. Wanted to get this date going. I'm a busy billionaire, so
Yeah, no.
you would have
Mm-mm.
ended it.
Yep. Based on her unblock, yeah, no.
I
What
don't
if I
believe her. I'm sorry.
what if her ass was fat?
I gotta uh-uh. Uh-uh.
Okay.
Jason,
I know, Lisa. I know. I know.
I don't believe you.
I know.
Based
I know.
based
I'm not
on
trying
how
to
you
I'm
answered
not I'm
before.
not I'm not looking to convince you about this. No.
I know.
No.
I just want you to know that I you.
Okay. I feel that. I feel that. So my scene is gonna be from the movie The Mist. I would have shot that cult lady or the religious lady before those bugs decided to attack us at night. Soon as I saw somebody over here talking about religion for real during that kind of situation, I would have put a bullet in their head for real.
Mm,
I gotta help us out before it get too crazy because religious people during those kind of situations, it always turns bad. So let me go ahead and nip this in the butt early.
well, that's what
I
happens
can't.
when crazy people get a hold of religious ideals.
Mm-hmm.
They warp them,
Because
and yes,
soon as
very
that thing decided to skip over her, oh my goodness, she had a cult right then and there. But I don't want to spoil it for anything. But that movie's like over 15 years.
yeah. And
So
people and videos have already spoiled the very ending of that movie. Which, you know what? I'll go even further. I would not have made that decision.
I would have sat in my car for a couple of hours. What's our rush? What is our
I would
rush for going ahead and take anybody's
I
life?
would have just waited in the car.
Yeah, I would have been
Period.
chilling.
I would have been like, well, just hold this.
I'd have been dropping jokes like, damn, y'all. Don't y'all wish we would have stayed at the grocery store? Now look at us. Out of gas, about to die.
You know what? It's on my list to watch with the kids. Next Monday.
The miss is a good one.
Let's see how they do it.
But the reason why we are here, was it good
Ah,
though? Lisa, I'm going to start with you.
it's very fresh in my mind. You guys make it so No, 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 no. No. Let's not do the Jeopardy music on me. Um, all right. Yeah, it was good.
She knew
What
she
you
was
having to
going to say
decide,
that.
right?
So, like, I'm
Have
just
not
like, what
heard
are you doing?
Yeah.
having to decide if she like it or not right there. Man, get out of here.
She said, I got to build up the suspense. But, Jason, was it good though?
It was. It was. 7 out of 10 for me. Jazz. Was it good though?
I'm going to say yes. I definitely enjoyed this film. I
I've
don't,
seen it 8 times. I know.
right. Damn. It's
What
probably my
happened?
top 10 movies of 2025.
Really?
I believe so. Yeah. I definitely enjoyed this
Yeah.
film.
Yeah, no, you told me it was like I think you said it was the best horror movie at that point when you had seen it. I think
Yes. And then I saw Weapons and I said, yeah,
Correction.
yeah.
so. I was like, I kind of went in with a bit higher expectations. So I was like, it was cool. I don't know
Oh,
about
shit.
top.
Damn.
It wasn't better than Sinners, but
So, okay. So when it comes to that, even though I know people put Sinners didn't scare me.
Right. That's
So
what, yeah.
I wasn't there. I only jumped in one scene in Sinners, maybe two, but I'll say like Weapons and Together definitely had me jumping. And I probably felt a little creeped out when I came home at night to go to sleep. I didn't feel that at all with Sinners. But if I do need to throw Sinners in there, then yes, Sinners is definitely number one for me. It's still, in my opinion, the best movie of 2025. So,
So Sinners? Yeah.
yes.
So I just recorded my top 10 horror movies, and I had to do the caveat. These had to be movies that kind of scared me. So even though Sinners is a 5-star movie, it's not on the list because it didn't scare me.
Yeah.
It's more like a a dark, dramatic
Masterpiece.
period masterpiece with elements of horror.
Yeah. But I did not have any what did you think those for this film, unfortunately. But do y'all have your Link of Thrones? If not, we can definitely skip over that.
I do.
Oh, Lisa, who you got?
Allison Brie.
Please
That's
don't.
my girl Millie. And I'm gonna connect it to A Promising Young Woman
Okay.
because that was dope. That movie, you saw the movie?
No, but I was gonna use her for
No.
Scream 4.
Oh, so sorry. Lo
But
siento.
it's okay. You use a non-horror movie for her.
I know. Well, here's the thing.
No, here we go.
Subject matter of A Promising Woman is kind of horrific.
But it don't sound like a fun horror. It sounds like probably depressed trigger.
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
you should watch
Okay.
it.
Oh
Okay.
wow.
Did you look it up, Jason?
No, I did not. I
Oh,
just found something out though,
It's,
but
it's,
I'm
a,
not
it's a
gonna.
psychological
I'm gonna
thriller,
leave that as a point.
suspense, mystery.
okay.
That
But Jason, do you have your Link of Thrones?
Yes, I'm going to go with Damon Harriman. He played Cabal in Mortal Kombat.
What?
He had a mask on, so you wouldn't have been able to see his face.
But that's kind of cool because Cabal was really fire in that. Oh, wow. That's a fun fact. That's what I'm talking
right.
about. That's a good
There's a
Link of
fun
Thrones.
effect. There's a fun effect, but I'm gonna leave that one alone for right now.
Hold
Okay.
on. Was that Buddy from the beginning?
That's
Cabal, Jamie.
Or
Jamie is Cabal.
oh,
And I am going to select Dave Franco. He was in Superbad.
so I've never seen Superbad.
It's a good movie.
Wow. And you
It's a
gave
I
funny
missed
Jason
the
movie.
whole
shit for
McLovin stage.
you gave Jason shit for the thing?
Yes, the thing over Superbad. Don't play with
The
me.
thing, I wasn't born in the '80s though, so at least
Yeah.
Superbad was out when I was of age to see it. The thing
That's
would
a,
have had to been some stuff somebody grandma would have had to put me on to.
oh, that's
Yo, you watch your mouth.
I feel attacked when he said somebody grandma. I was like, whoa.
Yo, you watch your mouth. Yo,
That's kind
you
of
watch your
crazy.
damn mouth.
But
Listen. I was 25
When the movie came out?
when Superbad came out,
Oh, I thought you meant.
or 24. Sorry,
my nigga, you was old enough to go see that funny ass movie.
me.
Yes, you, not Jason.
About a bunch of high school seniors. Now I'm straight. I was my mom wasn't there right then. I was busy like with young babies trying to handle stuff. It was
Okay.
nah. I wasn't there. I wasn't there. So I missed that whole.
All right. I ain't gonna give you shit. I ain't gonna give you shit. But Lisa, please let the folks know where they can find you on your social media platforms and your YouTube.
Yes, you can find me on Instagram at Real Movie Lovers, REEL, and NXG Global Productions on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube, just NXG Global Productions. Super. Oh, and you can check out my the first season of my show, Zombie Chronicles, on Tubi.
Hey,
Oh,
It's a drama. It's a dramatic comedy. So it's not what it sounds like. And season 2, I'm still editing. I'm trying to hurry up and get up.
there's no
well,
rush. Take your time.
I should just pay somebody else to do season 2.
to edit it, you need an editor?
Good job.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, okay. Let me relax. But Jason, was there anything else you want to add to this episode?
No, thank y'all for tuning in, checking this out. I think it's a good one. This is a good one. Last week we did 174. We did Marvel Zombies to kick off our horror fest. Next week, 176, we're going to Elm Street.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. So get ready for that. Get ready for that. Classic mode. Classic mode.
Yes. But thank you to everyone that listens and joins in on the conversation. Y'all, please keep a lookout. I'm doing my chills and thrills for the month of October. Doing a variety of different horror movies. Some stuff like, But I'm definitely going to do one for Tragedy Girls since Jason told me, since that was one that I had to watch. So might as well do one for that shit. But yes. As always, thank you so much. Please be sure to like, subscribe, rate, review. Check us out on our socials. This is the Was It Good Though podcast, episode 175. I am one of your hosts. I am Jazz.
And I'm Jason.
And we are joined with our homegirl, Lisa. Until next time, cheers.
Deuces.